have to say that it has been a momentous occasion, historic. That's how I can describe it. We have had a phenomenal day, very successful indeed. The whole purpose of this annual sports day is to promote a culture of wellness. We work very hard in Parliament, we work very hard at our jobs, at our desks, but we encourage our staff that beyond coming to work and beyond working, we need to inculcate and adopt a culture of wellness, the whole person. That's physical fitness, that's mental fitness.
Wealth is also having a good balance of physical and mental wellness. Discipline is the key to maintain that balance, which builds the consistency that keeps one going. Institutions should uphold and prioritize the wellness of their staff as they come up with creative ways that will help them release any form of stress that one might be undergoing from their work, as well as build the spirit of togetherness.
My highlight for the day was the way the planning has been done, the program, and the fact that the teams integrated the colleagues from all different departments. It was not one department against the other. My takeaway from the event is that we are one family, one Senate. We've blended well and we've enjoyed.
I think, like you said, there are a couple of activities that stood up. But of course, as always, there's always the short sprint races, the 100 and 200 meters. Those one always stand out because they're so exciting. And also the football match. I think for me, what really stood out for me, if I'm to single out one, would be the football match. First of all, I think credit to the Senate Wellness Committee, led by the chair, Dr. Brenda Ogembo. I think they did a fantastic, meticulous work in planning this event, and I think we can acknowledge for I stand corrected, but I think it's the first time the Senate has had a celebrity guest. We had the likes of Ezekiel Kemboi, who managed to grace the occasion. We had Mercy Moim, the renowned Malkia Strikers player. I think such things really motivate even staff. I think having to see Ezekiel Kemboi there, staff who have never met him before, managing to take photos with him, and everybody was excited. I think they did a fantastic job in organizing this sports day, specifically this one. And I think all of us can attest to it. It was a very successful day. Everyone was happy. Everybody enjoyed. I mean, you could see that team spirit coming out and people just enjoying their day.
It was a good experience. It was overwhelming, obviously, having that number of people, but I think it went well. I think the staff had a good day. There was a lot of coordination that needed to take place to ensure that all the sports ran on time. We were slightly late, so that was a bit anxiety-inducing, but largely I think it went well. I think I was very happy with the turnout. People looked happy. It was a happy day. The sports went well. I think people were happy with the outcome. The results were verified. So I think largely I would say that it went well. So I think a 4x4 for me was really an exemplification of what Sports Day is about. And the other ones that you can deliver in very difficult circumstances. It was a short timeline, the pressure was there. The staff had not had a Sports Day in 2 years. The expectation was very, very high. But, we stuck to the cause. We knew what it is that we wanted to do. And no matter how hard it got, we continued to try and deliver that. So I think that the resilience and, commitment to stay with something even when it's hard is something that I will carry with me to my personal work, as well as trusting my colleagues more, to deliver and to understand the importance of what it is that we're doing, sharing that and trusting that they will carry it through and carry through the vision. I think exciting, for me, I have many feelings, but I think it's excitement, which was good to see on the faces of staff. They were excited. I've continued to see that excitement after. And I think there was joy as well, which is tied to excitement. So I think those two things, excitement and joy, really is how I describe it. And it's something that I think is important. I think life has enough stress of its own, and excitement and joy is something that we could all do with a little bit more of. And it was there on Sports Day. It's an important day for staff to come together, as I've said, learn teamwork, meet people who work in other directorates and departments that they may not engage with on a day-to-day basis. Clark mentioned that showing up is very important. I think Team Gold that finally won really won because they showed up. They turned up at events where nobody else did. And so it's important to show up. If you're put in a team, show up and support that team. Show up and meet your colleagues. Show up and make new friends. All of it is very important. And Sports Day is a big event for the Senate, and it's something that all staff should take seriously. And if you are away because of official duties, then it cannot be helped. But if you're around, make the effort and actually show up. Well, I faced many challenges as chair, but I think the biggest one that I really want to highlight is teams feeling like they have to win at all costs. Bringing people from different services to try and run for them, bringing outsiders to try and compete for them in different sports or different categories. Really, Sports Day for the Senate staff is about the Senate staff, people who are embedded in the Senate, who work for the Senate. It's to build camaraderie among staff. We are happy for other people to come, engage, and enjoy, but really the rules are clear, and the rules are very clear from the beginning. So trying to negotiate that with staff puts us as a committee in a difficult position, but it also takes away some of that excitement and joy from Sports Day. So I really want to encourage the staff that let us stick to the rules. The rules are there for a reason. It's to make ensure that everybody has a good day. And so let us just ensure that when we come to Sports Day, we come willing to obey the rules, willing to have a good time, and not there to win at all costs. Sports Day is about more than winning. It's about building teamwork. It's about building friendship. It's just about building the community that is the Senate. We did disqualify some results as a result of that. We hope that we're going to see less of that in future Sports Days, and we will not have people entering people who are not supposed to be in the various competitions. My parting shot really would be to say, let us all embrace the idea of a year of movement. We have the Senate Step Up Challenge that is now running. I encourage everybody to sign up for it. And let's remember that movement is more than just physical movement. Movement is important even for our mental health, which is a big challenge today. So I encourage everybody to take as we come from Sports Day, to not let that be the end of movement, but to continue to ensure that movement is a part of their everyday life.
I would advise them that in future they should endeavor or at least strive to participate in the Senate Sports Day. It's quite an important activity. Remember, in the current day where we have to have work-life balance, considering that when you work in office, we tend to sit most of the hours, the sedentary lifestyle we also lead. So when we come up with a Sports Day, it's a way of at least trying to have officers participate in other physical wellness activities, and also noting that we as a committee, we came up with a challenge on Step Up Challenge, where we are encouraging people to scale up their walking so that it contributes to the overall well-being of the staffers. So therefore, I will encourage those who didn't attend to at least ensure that they attend such activities in future when they are scheduled. The activity that stood out for me the most was let me say athletics and volleyball, because we invited the legendary Ezekiel Kemboi, who participated in 800 meters, and our deputy clerk, Miss Gishangi, actually surprised me. She participated in races. I've never seen her participate in athletics, but I was so inspired. When management participates in activities, it's also a form of encouraging staff to take these activities seriously. So I would say congratulations. And actually, our deputy clerk, Miss Gishangi, won the how do we call, the sports person of the day, and she was recognized by the clerk of the Senate. And also the clerk himself participated in some of the activities like badminton and table tennis.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, and that's what's seen from the Senate Staff Sports Day 2025. Building a lifestyle that revolves around wellness may be a challenge, but keep in mind that's a generational investment you will be building for yourself and those around you. Even as we go on with our day-to-day life, even as we look for our daily bread, let's not forget we also need to take that break, close that laptop, get up from that chair, and leave that office and work on your physical and mental wellness, which doesn't amount to that monthly salary.
The most thing that I found was impressive was the athletics. As an athletic coach, when you see the activities roll on well, and people were so much committed to compete, from the tender age to the elderly age, all of them wanted to compete against each other, and I was so happy with the leadership. Deputy Clerk, Madam Gishangi, she coordinated her team well, and she also participated and won a medal for the participation in the same event. Also, in collaboration with the Athletics Kenya officials, we really coordinated the event well from the start. Though we started a bit late, but the process was seamless. All the races that the three teams were competing, it was seamless. From the first race in the morning to the last race at around noon. The reasons why I think such events are important, you know, in life we have 4 types of wealth. We have the financial wealth, we have the time wealth, we have the social wealth, and the health wealth, where we have the physical fitness wealth. So most of us focus on the financial, leaving our physical fitness. But for you to be better, you have to be physically fit. You know, most of our activities or most of the jobs that we do at the parliament, they involve a lot of office work. But now you get an opportunity to go and participate in the sports day activity. It promotes your health wealth and your physical wealth.
The Senate Staff Sports Day was a success, as it is evident from the support coming from the Clerk of the Senate, Mr. Jeremiah Nyegenye, and the Planning Committee, with their area of focus being movement, a word that holds power even in our physical and mental wellness.